Goes, hey, I can't believe that you left me. And I said, I can't believe that you pulled all this shit and thought that, for somehow, some way, you're the victim of all this shit when you're the one that provoked this. Vales verga.
Vales verga.
What?
Vales verga.
I can't hear you. What?
Vales verga. Sí. Tell me something like something this in Spanish that like is rude.
Come mierda.
Huh?
Come mierda.
Come slowly.
Come mierda.
You think this is funny, huh? You're with someone right now and you think this is fucking funny?
What's good with a YouTube? It's your boy, the Rough Gentleman. It's confession time. And man, do I have a scandalous toxic you gonna learn today what smile now and cry later means. Use it, utilize it in future sticky situations. But before I share it, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys to flex that power, become a subscriber, and follow that with the like, comment, share combo. Enough said. This was back in 2019 when all this went down. I was about 28 years old. And it all started at 5:30, 5:45 when I got a ding from an app. I'm not too sure if you guys are in tuned or hip to these dating apps, but it was the Plenty of Fish POF dating app that I was on, that I had received this notification from. Instantly, I thought it was a catfish. She was young, 21, sexy, bubbly personality, like any 21-year-old. And we start to hit it off. I'm thinking she's a catfish. Obviously, I've exchanged conversations and matches with over 1,000 women. And when it sounds too good to be true, I would say about 99 out of 9 point times it's right. So it surprised me when she dropped me her number and told me to get at her. So when I got at her, it wasn't my camera, phone's broken. It wasn't my camera on my phone's broken. It wasn't I can't answer the phone right now. It wasn't no fishy, no sus, nothing that would give me any kind of like red flags as to like this bitch is a catfish. We're 6 o'clock in the morning hitting it off. She was so free and open and willing to rendezvous, The thing that, like I said, lifted up the antennas was the fact that she was sexy, young, wild, and had her own place to enjoy all that shit wrapped up in one pretty little bow. So, I got to exchanging convo, building up the vibe and the chemistry. Frivolous, but chemistry nonetheless. Everybody knows, all you handsome devils out there know that looks just ain't enough. You gotta have this. If you ain't got this, all this shit right here ain't worth the fuck. So you gotta have the mouthpiece. So we hit it off. Need I mind you, it was still early. And I find it odd that all this shit lined up in my favor and that shit's gonna go down. The only thing I could think of on some real shit is this is one of those Amazon scams where they send you the Addy, and when you get to a block of where that destination's at, they try to hit you with the, oh, go buy a Amazon card or a gift card.
Got him! Got him! Oh!
Yada yada, all that bullshit. So when she sent that number and we got to chopping it up, we got to talking, all that catfish shit went out the window. Bubbly, sounded sexy, sounded like my next jump off. You feel me? And I jump in my shit, Addy already in hand, and I'm gone. Smoking a frajo, smoking a cigarette, thinking of how this shit's gonna go down, how I'm gonna tackle that shit down, and what I'm gonna do with it after. So I get to her spot. She's got a nice little place, you know, a nice little condo, little 2-story condo. Got herself she had herself a nice little Mercedes wagon. I didn't know what she was doing. I didn't care to ask, and I didn't care to know. I know what I was there for, and that's all that mattered. So I get to her pad, right? I get to her house, nice little condo, like I said, and knock on the door. As soon as she opens it, she's in a bathrobe, completely naked. Can't ask for more than that. I grab her, pick her up from her ass cheeks, set her on her little bar stool, sit across from her, and you guys already know from the video, we get to sipping, we get to smoking, we get to flirting, and all kinds of other freaky shit. Go check out my ex Twitter. It's _rough tapes. Go check me out. You guys won't be disappointed. You guys already know, for YouTube purposes, we're gonna keep this PG-13 as much as we can, but we're gonna try to sneak peek into the rated R movies as much as we can, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. So we get to setting the mood, and the reason why I'm showing this video, the reason why I'm letting it come out to light, is because I want to show a glimpse. You know what? Fuck it. It's more than a glimpse. I want to show what the other side of that conversation is like when you simping, when you're a beta male, thinking that all that shit is going to benefit you and set you off for a dividend in that investment that you're putting in. And I'm letting you know right now, you're investing in Enron. You're investing in Bitcoin. I wanted to show this video to expose betas, to expose toxic, immature, lame beta males, to give another example that the masculine frame is the best type of frame that you can maintain, that you can obtain. I wanted you guys to see the other side of a conversation with an individual, with a person who once called you theirs, who once said to you, I love you, who once maybe possibly told you that you could be the potential father of her kids or whatever. She can be the giver of life to your seed. All the tactics and all the tools used to manipulate you. So we're kicking back, we're drinking, we're getting fucking faded, and you could already tell that I'm uncomfortable with what's going on. I didn't want to participate. I didn't want to assist in the bullshit. I didn't want to involve myself in any of this shit. It's not actually recorded, but I did kind of advise her to chill out on that shit. Try to get a little bit of information about the dude, see what he was about, see if he was a hitter or he was just some motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, that there's a reason why this is happening to him. It pissed me off knowing that this dude was letting himself get played like this, knowing that there was another dude in the same room with her that was possibly, if not already, broke her back. And I got mad due to the fact that this motherfucker was letting himself get humiliated like that. He was letting himself get ran through the floor like that. And that's why in the video you guys hear me saying, duck, he's a fucking rug, he's a straight lump, because you can't describe an individual like that with any other words than what I just said right now. He pissed me off. He pissed me off, letting her get that satisfaction. I was embarrassed for him, but you know what? I know what I was there for, like I said, and I wasn't getting emotionally involved. In a way I was for manhood, but not for this dude. This dude was fucking tarnishing all manhoods across the motherfucking world. So I advised her to chill out on that shit, because there's just no telling what motherfuckers are willing to do nowadays. She continues for another good 10-15 minutes talking shit. So finally we get, you know, tipsy enough and the urge. So we go to the room, and like I said, she was already, you know, wearing a robe, as you guys can see in the video. So all she did was just, you know what I'm saying, do the yoga pose and, you know, close her eyes and rode Space Mountain. What was funny to me, not funny, but what was just strange to me, was how she was thanking me. Like she was out in the desert 40 days and 40 nights without nothing to drink, and I provided her with a glass of water. And as I'm pounding, she's thanking me, loving it, thanking me. I found it crazy, but I loved every motherfucking minute of it. We get done, and something told me, put your motherfucking pants on. Because to be honest with you, nice 2-story condo, you know, cute little aunt, you know what I'm saying? I felt like the shit. I felt like the man. I said, I'm gonna walk around this motherfucker like King Kong, butt naked. Because I know I'm gonna just be relaxed, chilling, smoking something, and she's gonna be walking around, you know what I'm saying, with them things jiggling, and round two's finna commence. So that was the idea. Something in me kept telling me, put your pants on. Put your pants on. Fuck that. Put your pants on. So I put my pants on, and we get to drinking again, go back to the little bar, sit on the bar stools, and we continue the drinking, the smoking, the laughing. She starts getting too drunk and excuses herself to the bathroom. Now I'm sitting there alone. 5 minutes go by. Yeah, I'm not the one. So I head over to the bathroom, and I kind of catch a sneak here, and she's in there actually calling the dude back, apologizing to him, telling him how she's sorry and how she doesn't know who that was, and she's at home and she can't live without him, and fucking all this fucking trash, right? And I'm just sitting there just like giggling at this fucking bitch. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck is the world like exposing to me right now? So I go back and I go sit down, and I start getting at, you know, other little breezies, you know, start making my routes. And she comes out of the bathroom, so you already know I had to fuck with her. So I asked her, what were you in there? Did you fall asleep and shit or what? She tells me, no, yada yada. She came up with something. I told her, so were you in there, you know what I'm saying, calling your old man and shit, tell him how sorry you were? And she denies it. No. I said, look, man, quit the bullshit, man. I heard you in there. You're in there, you know what I'm saying, coming up with a 1,000 ways in one. I said, I'm not tripping. That's your boo. Do your thing. You did him foul, and I told you not to, but it is what it ain't. She heads back into the bathroom, and I go inside her room to pick up my shirt. I drape the motherfucker on me, and as soon as I'm coming out, like I see like from the peripheral, like a door opening and a dude coming in. So I didn't think twice. That condo had like 3-4 bedrooms. She had mentioned something about roommates. So I didn't think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? She told me her dude is a chump. He stays in the next city over, and he's a bum. He ain't even got money to Uber himself over there, yada, yada, yada. And one thing I know is that you never underestimate a man's pride or a man's willingness to prove a point. So this dude comes in, and I kind of like see him from my peripheral, so I turn and look at him, and I'm like, what's up? And he's like, what's up, bro? And I'm like, shit, what's up, homie? So she comes out, And she's like, baby, da da da. And he's like, oh, so this is what you're doing? This is what the fuck you're doing? This is where it's at? This is what you're doing? You're over here talking all this shit and this is where, who the fuck is this? So she starts backpedaling. She starts stumbling, fumbling on her words. And he's like, he's got that look on his eye. And he's like, he went from me to her, like, bitch. So I see that this dude's about to kill her. You know what I'm saying? So I bring the attention back to me. I said, hey, homie. I said, what's up, bro? I said, you got an issue and shit? What? Yeah, I got an issue. I'm like, who the fuck are you? He's like, I'm her fucking dude. So I'm like, oh shit. Okay, well, that there right there, I can't do and I can't say nothing. I said, hey homie, this is all you, bro. And he says, yeah, bro. He goes, I think you should see your way out. And I said, you know what, homie, I think you're right. So I took off, grabbed my keys, grabbed my phone. So I take off and I jump in my truck. I'm facing the freeway. And for some reason, I seen the F-150 with like its like the back like twisted up in a crazy ass way that I couldn't explain. And it held me there, kept me there for a minute. So I'm sitting there. I even actually have some of that shit recorded. I don't think I added it to the video, but I'll probably put it like on a short or whatever. I'm sitting there recording this shit, and you know, I'm on Snap, I'm on the apps, I'm you know, shit, I'm not trying to get somewhere and then have to go, fuck that. And I hear a bunch of screaming. He's trying to kill me. He's trying to kill me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm looking from my side view mirror, and it's her drenched in blood, fucking with her robe on, covered, drenched in her own blood, scraped up from the head to the floor. You guys are gonna see the rest of the video.
Whoa! Whoa!
Tell me something easier. Something easy. Easier. Easier. Something baboso.
Fucking duck.
Fucking duck.
Fucking rug.
Who's teaching you this shit? Can I see?
What ended up happening was I ended up leaving, and the next day she called me and she goes, hey, I can't believe that you left me. And I said, I can't believe that you pulled all this shit and thought that, you know, for somehow, some way, you're the victim of all this shit when you're the one that provoked this. I said, you lied to me telling me that was your ex. Dude obviously felt some type of way enough to come down to your house and say otherwise. So you lied to me and you played him for a fool. I said, I'm not about to get myself involved in nothing that ain't got nothing to do with me. Especially if it's a setup like this. So take it as you want. Take this shit with a grain of salt. I mean, it is what it ain't. She didn't give a fuck. She was just trying to make a motherfucker feel bad, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not the one. She invited me, you know, later on that day to come down and break her back again, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't about to go down there, especially how her lip got like this You know what I'm saying? Her shit was like this. And she was all beat up. What basically happened was she told me that as soon as I left, this dude jumped on her, start to put the whooping on her ass. Start beating her ass, start slapping her, start punching her in her face, in her gut. And I know, because like I said, her motherfucking lip was like this. And so he's whooping on her, telling her all kinds of, you know, cuss words, calling her all kinds of out of her name. And she told me that he looked at her dead in her eyes and said, bitch, stay right here. I'm going to go get a knife to come slit your throat. She told me that she ain't never felt so scared in her life, and she ain't ever seen him so serious the whole time that she's met him, or that she's known him. So she told me that when he went to go get that knife from the actual kitchen, she took the opportunity to jump out that second-story building and landed on some bushes with her lucky ass. So that is the reason why she was all scraped up from her head to down on her feet. This guy was this close to ending that girl's life and ending his. He was this close to throwing all his life away for a mere seconds of a hurt, defeated ego that would recuperate in a day or two with the attention of a new girl, shit, with a new interest. I'm not too sure what happened to that dude. I know that in this state, they take that shit real serious. And I mean, I'm sure probably right now to this day, you know, homeboy ain't doing too good because of it. So that's the reason why I wanted to make this video. I wanted to share a story with you guys that had meaning and that people can take away from. All that shit, all that toxicity, all that fucking pride that blinds your judgment, it ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. You don't think he's probably sitting at home, or you don't think that he's probably sitting where he's at right now wishing that he would have just stayed his ass home, that this chick ain't even worth it? Because even in the penitentiary, after so long of out of sight, out of mind on both aspects, you start to see shit for what it really is, because she's no longer in your life no more. And you start to see like what a waste of energy, of time, of resources it all really was. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. You guys seen the video. That's some straight 100% genuine raw shit that I would never try to add any more or add any less. Like I said, man, flex that power, become a subscriber, and follow that with a share, like, and comment combo. Enough said.